Diabetes is now one of the biggest health crises worldwide. Over 537 million people are living with it, and that number is increasing every single day. But here's the real kicker. Type 2 diabetes is mostly a lifestyle disease, meaning it's caused by what we eat and how we live. Hey everyone, today we're diving into a hot topic. If you quit eating these, 90% of diabetes would be solved. Now before we begin, remember that I'm not a doctor. This video is for educational purposes and to spark conversation about healthier eating habits. Always consult your healthcare provider for personal advice. Research has shown that processed foods high in sugar, refined carbohydrates, and unhealthy fats can lead to chronic inflammation and insulin resistance, two key factors that pave the way for type 2 diabetes. When we overload our bodies with these foods, it puts stress on our insulin-producing cells, eventually leading to higher blood sugar levels. And what's the biggest culprit? The wrong foods. So let's uncover the worst foods that you must stop eating today if you want to take control of your blood sugar and your life. Let's start with breakfast. If you have diabetes, starting your day with cereal is one of the worst choices you can make, no matter how healthy the box claims it to be. Most cereals are packed with sugar and refined carbs, which can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. On top of that, they lack protein, a crucial nutrient that helps keep you full, satisfied, and supports stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. Even cereals marketed as healthy options aren't ideal for diabetics. Take granola, for example. Half-cup serving contains a staggering 44 grams of carbs and only about 7 grams of protein. That's not a great way to start your morning. Instead of reaching for cereal, opt for a high-protein, low-carb breakfast. This will help regulate blood sugar levels, keep cravings in check, and provide lasting energy. Beverages sweetened with sugar. Beverages sweetened with sugar are something people, especially those with diabetes, should definitely avoid. Take a 12-ounce can of soda, for example. It contains around 40 grams of carbs, making it extremely high in sugar. Since most diabetics aim to stay within 30 to 50 grams of carbs per meal, getting 40 grams just from a drink is way too much. Other sugar-sweetened beverages like iced tea and lemonade aren't any better, with around 45 grams of carbs per serving. Even an 8-ounce serving of apple juice or soda has about 25 grams of carbs, and most of these drinks contain high-fructose corn syrup, which has been directly linked to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Studies suggest that people who consume sugary beverages regularly not only increase their risk of diabetes, but also have a higher likelihood of developing fatty liver disease. These drinks contribute to belly fat, raise cholesterol, and spike triglyceride levels, all of which can be dangerous for long-term health. In fact, research has shown that when 25% of daily calories come from high-fructose beverages, insulin resistance worsens, belly fat accumulates, and metabolism slows down, leading to obesity and metabolic disorders. A much better alternative? Stick to water with a squeeze of lemon, which has virtually no calories or carbs and is far superior to sugar-laden drinks. Avoiding sugary beverages altogether is one of the best things you can do to keep your blood sugar stable and significantly lower your risk of serious health conditions. Coffee. Drinking coffee has been linked to a lower risk of diabetes. Don't get me wrong, coffee itself is not the problem. However, those fancy coffee drinks you find at big-name coffee shops, like the ones at Starbucks, are more like liquid desserts than nutritious beverages. Your brain doesn't process liquid calories the same way it does solid food, meaning when you drink high-calorie beverages, you don't necessarily eat less later. This can lead to weight gain over time. Take Starbucks, for example. A 16-ounce white chocolate mocha contains around 53 grams of carbs, while a cafe mocha has around 45 grams of carbs in the same serving size. That's a sugar bomb in disguise. If you want to enjoy coffee without the blood sugar spikes and potential weight gain, opt for black coffee, an Americano, or a shot of espresso with a splash of heavy cream or half and half. These choices help keep your blood sugar stable while still giving you that caffeine boost. However, if you have diabetes, keep in mind that caffeine can slightly raise blood sugar levels due to its effect on adrenaline, especially in the morning. So be mindful of how your body reacts and adjust accordingly. Natural sugars. A lot of people think natural sugars are completely different from white table sugar. But here's the reality: they're not. Whether it's honey, agave, coconut sugar, or even fruit juice concentrates, they all act like sugar in your body. Just like candies or cookies, they can spike your blood sugar fast. Yes, they may be a little better than processed white sugar since they aren't as refined, but they still lack fiber and still cause significant blood sugar spikes. Don't be fooled, sugar is sugar. If you're managing diabetes, insulin resistance, or just trying to keep your blood sugar stable, steer clear of these so-called healthier sugars. They might sound better, but your body processes them almost the same way. Stick to whole, fiber-rich foods instead, and your blood sugar will thank you. Trans fats. Trans fats are mostly made artificially and are extremely harmful to health. They're created by adding hydrogen to unsaturated fatty acids, making them more stable. You'll find trans fats in products like margarine, peanut butter spreads, coffee creamers, and frozen dinners. Even baked goods like crackers, muffins, and pastries often contain them, as manufacturers add preservatives to extend shelf life. While trans fats don't directly raise blood sugar, they've been linked to increased inflammation, insulin resistance, belly fat accumulation, and lower HDL, the good cholesterol. They also contribute to a higher risk of heart disease and diabetes. So how can you tell if a product contains trans fats? Always check the ingredient list. If you see the words partially hydrogenated, that's a red flag. Avoid it. Snacks. A bad snack choice would be something like granola bars or flavored yogurt. Why? Because they are packed with added sugars and fast-digesting carbs that cause a quick spike in blood sugar levels. Many of these products also contain artificial ingredients and preservatives that aren't great for your health. In fact, research has shown that packaged snacks often have more sugar and carbohydrates than what's listed on the nutrition label. Instead, it's better to opt for a handful of nuts, some sliced avocado, or a boiled egg to keep you full and satisfied. And if you can, cutting out snacks altogether is the best way to keep your metabolism stable and avoid unnecessary calorie intake. Remove whites, refined carbs. When it comes to white pasta, white rice, and white bread, all these highly processed foods have one thing in common. They rank high on the glycemic index. That means they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, making them a poor choice, especially for people with type 1 and type 2 diabetes. If your blood sugar is already elevated, avoiding refined products like bread, bagels, and other flour-based foods is crucial. But it's not just traditional white flour. Even gluten-free pasta and other refined alternatives can cause similar blood sugar spikes, according to research. One study even found that people with type 2 diabetes and mental disabilities experienced a decline in brain function after consuming high-carb foods. So, if you're feeling sluggish after that slice of white bread, your food might be to blame. One of the main reasons refined carbs are problematic is their low fiber content. Fiber helps regulate blood sugar, reducing the risk of spikes. Replacing low-fiber foods with high-fiber options can naturally stabilize blood sugar levels. But the benefits of fiber don't stop there. A high-fiber diet also helps lower cholesterol, since fiber binds to cholesterol and removes it from the body. This, in turn, reduces insulin resistance, making it easier for the body to manage blood sugar levels. And let's not forget, gut health fiber is essential for feeding good gut bacteria, which plays a key role in overall health. So, whether you're diabetic or just aiming for better health, swapping refined carbs for fiber-rich whole foods is a simple but powerful way to support your body. Dried fruits. Now, fresh fruits and berries are great, right? But it's a whole different story when it comes to dried fruits. Fresh fruits provide you with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, everything your body needs. But when you remove the water from fruit to make it dried, all the nutrients become super concentrated. That also means the sugar content skyrockets. Take apricots, for example. A cup of fresh apricots contains about 14 grams of sugar and comes with fiber and water to help keep you full. But a cup of dried apricots? That shoots up to 70 grams of sugar, 5 times as much. That's an insane difference. The same goes for other dried fruits. They might seem like a healthy snack, but their carb content is much higher than their fresh versions. If you don't control your portions, you're basically eating candy. So, if you're trying to lose weight or keep your blood sugar in check, stick with fresh options. Go for berries, oranges, apples, or even cucumbers, and bell peppers low in sugar but packed with nutrients. If you must have dried fruit, watch your portion carefully. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. White rice. Even if you don't have diabetes, you should be cautious about white rice. Rice is naturally high in carbohydrates, and just 1 cup of cooked white rice contains around 45 grams of carbs with very little fiber to slow down digestion. This means it can quickly spike your blood sugar, leading to energy crashes and hunger soon after. But the issue goes beyond just blood sugar. Cooking methods matter. When rice is cooked and then cooled, it forms something called resistant starch, which can actually lower its glycemic impact and benefit gut health. However, when rice is fried, like in dishes such as fried rice or takeout-style stir-fries, it can contain harmful compounds formed from high-heat cooking. These compounds, like advanced glycation end products, AGEs and aldehydes, are linked to inflammation, heart disease, and even certain cancers. So what's a better alternative? Quinoa is a great swap because it contains more protein and fiber, helping to balance blood sugar levels. Another option? Cauliflower rice. It's low in carbs, packed with fiber, and can easily replace traditional rice in most dishes. Here's a tip of the day. If you love rice and don't want to give it up completely, try cooking it with a bit of coconut oil and then cooling it before eating. This process increases the resistant starch content and reduces its impact on blood sugar. So, if you want to stay on track with your health goals, consider making the switch to healthier, fiber-rich alternatives instead of relying on refined white rice. French fries. If you don't have diabetes, you might think it's fine to eat French fries, but here's why you should reconsider. Potatoes are already high in carbohydrates, with a medium potato containing up to 35 grams of carbs, but only 2.5 grams of fiber. That means they can cause blood sugar spikes. But that's not even the worst part. Deep frying potatoes creates harmful compounds like glycation end products, AGEs, and aldehydes, which are known to trigger inflammation in your body. Studies have linked a high intake of fried foods like French Fiesto heart disease and even certain cancers. Healthier alternatives. If you love potatoes but want a better option, consider sweet potatoes. Baking them is a healthier choice. But if you want to keep blood sugar levels stable, here's the trick. Boil them. Boiling sweet potatoes for longer periods actually changes their chemical structure, lowering their glycemic index, GI. 2 boiled for 30 minutes. GI equals 46. Boiled for 8 minutes. GI equals 61. The longer the boil, the better for blood sugar control. An even better alternative, parsnips. If you're looking for an even lower carb alternative, parsnips are a great choice. They look and taste similar to mashed potatoes, but with fewer carbs and a slightly sweet, nutty flavor. So next time you're craving fries or mashed potatoes, try boiled sweet potatoes or mashed parsnips. Your body will thank you. Tip of the day. Small changes in how you cook your food can make a big impact on your health. Yogurt. If you have diabetes, yogurt can be a great addition to your diet, but there's a catch. Fruit-flavored yogurts tell a completely different story. Most of them are made with low-fat or non-fat milk and are loaded with sugar and carbs. In fact, around 60% of the calories in just 1 cup of fruit-flavored yogurt come from sugar. That's wild. That's why I stick to full-fat, plain Greek yogurt and my favorite brand? Phage. It's thick, creamy, and delicious without the unnecessary sugar rush. Now, let's talk about frozen yogurt. A lot of people think it's a healthier alternative to ice cream, but here's the truth: it can have just as much sugar, if not more. Don't be fooled. The best choice? Plain, whole milk yogurt. Sure, it has some natural carbs, but it's way better than sugar-loaded flavored yogurts that can spike your blood sugar, insulin, and even mess with your gut health. So, now that you know which foods to cut out, are you ready to take action? Tell me in the comments below which food was the most shocking to you. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Remember, your health is in your hands. Cut out the bad foods, add the good ones, and watch your energy, health, and life transform.